booktube. I am coming on here. I have not made a video in a while. I don't really know why I'm making this, to be honest. It's kind of more just for fun, for my own personal enjoyment. But I am going to be talking today about my summer TBR, my summer to be read, if you're unfamiliar with the term. So this is just my physical TBR, aka books that I have not read yet. But these are all the books that I have with me right now. I'm currently staying with my grandparents for a couple months of the summer, which is it's already been a month, and then I'm going back down to Florida where I live for the rest of the summer. Okay, so the first one I actually already finished. It is Normal People by Sally Rooney. So I actually finished this one 2 days ago, and it was so good. Okay, I gave it 5 stars. It's not just a romance book. Sorry, there's a bird outside my window feeding its child a worm. Anyway, I feel like it really dives into a lot more than that, and I felt like there was some parts that I could relate to, like specifically Connell. I could relate to him a lot, and like the way that his brain works. But basically, I would absolutely recommend this to anybody. I think everyone should read it. 5 stars. Beautiful. Next up is the book that I'm currently reading, which is Love in Other Words by Christina Lauren. I love it so far. It is very entertaining. I'm almost done. Well, I'm like a little over halfway. But I really love the back and forth perspectives. This one is about a girl. Sorry, I didn't really explain what Normal People was about, but just figure it out. This one is about a girl whose mom died and her dad bought a cabin, and they stay there for weekends sometimes, and she, you know, there's this guy that lives next door, and they're like besties, and they love reading together. And my favorite part is the favorite word thing, like where they ask what their favorite word is. Fun fact, my favorite word is accoutrements, just in case you needed to know. But I would so far recommend this. Gonna hopefully finish that one soon. Next up, I have The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid. If you exist on the planet, you've probably heard of this. It's really, really popular. I don't honestly know what it's about that much. I don't really like to read the back covers though. Reclusive Hollywood icon Evelyn Hugo is finally ready to tell the truth about her glamorous and scandalous life. But when she chooses unknown magazine reporter Monique Grant to write her story, no one is more astounded than Monique herself. I'm not gonna read the full cover, you're gonna get bored. I'm excited to read this one too. I've heard the author is also a Swiftie. That might be true, that might not be true. I'm gonna look that up before I include this. That's this book. I think next I'm going to read the Cruel Prince series. I got this for Christmas and I've not gotten to it yet, but I have all 3 of them. And it's a fantasy series, and I love fantasy. I just love escaping into like a cool world. I feel like it gives me, it's escapism. I mean, all reading is kind of escapism. I am going to probably read all 3 of them like in a row, because I don't like to take breaks in between books in a series, because then I feel like I forget. I think this is called the Folk of the Air trilogy. I'm pretty sure is what the like series itself is called, but I'm just calling it The Cruel Prince. But it's The Cruel Prince, The Wicked King, and The Queen of Nothing by Holly Black. So that's gonna be up next too. Next up, I got this, my great grandmother gave me this. It was in her library, and I have seen the movie and I have not read the book. I didn't even know there was a book, but it's The Guernsey Literary and Potato Peel Pie Society by Marian Schaffer and Annie Barrows. I didn't even know there was a book, and I loved the movie. Basically, this writer is looking for like something to write about, and she goes and discovers that this group of people that are just like ordinary people from this town meet and talk about books. It was during World War II. They were not allowed to meet in that type of society, and they did it anyway. It's a really good movie, so, and Lily James is in it. Love her. So hopefully the book, I mean, I'm sure the book is awesome, so I'm gonna read that eventually too. And it's in the British Channel Islands, which who doesn't love that? I love British people. So next up, I've got a lot of like highly talked about books on this list. Another one I have on my list is The Secret Life. No, I keep saying The Secret Life. It's not Zack and Cody. That's not it either. That's The Sweet Life. The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue by V.E. Schwab. And this is a special edition. I've got to show it to you. Sometimes like hardcover books are like boring on the inside, but it's so pretty. I know that this one is about like this girl makes a deal with the devil, I guess, and now she's cursed and everyone she meets forgets her. So I'm very intrigued by it. Like, I've heard mixed reviews though. Like, I've heard some people say it was slow and boring, and I've heard some people say that it was just so good. So we're gonna see what I think. Next up, I have something I've been waiting for, and I didn't even know when it came out that it came out, and then I asked for it for Christmas. It is Sea Sparrow by Kristin Cashore, and this is in the Graceling series. I believe it will be the last one. I'm not positive about that though. I love this series. Okay, it's the first books are Graceling, Fire, Bitter Blue, and Winterkeep, and this is the newest one. I read Winterkeep fall of 2021, and I read the Graceling, the first 3, when I was in like middle school. Loved them. It's basically this cool world where people that have 2 different color eyes have a magical power. Whoa, golden hour. Maybe I should scoot up into golden hour. Wow. Okay, never mind. So Sea Sparrow. I need to brush up on Winterkeep before I read this though, because it's been a little while. But I would really, really recommend this series. It's one of my favorite fantasy series ever. My last 2. These 2 are also stunning, stunning under the dust jackets. But we've got King of Scars and Rule of Wolves by Leigh Bardugo, which these are a spin-off. I don't know. These are more books from the Grishaverse, which is the Shadow and Bone trilogy and the Six of Crows duology, which I've read both. I liked Six of Crows better than the Shadow and Bone trilogy. I loved Crooked Kingdom. These books are about, I think, Nikolai from Shadow and Bone. And I am very excited to kind of see more of his story. Also, I have not watched season 2 of Shadow and Bone yet. I don't know what I'm doing. Let me show you the underside of the dust jacket. Oh, it's so slay. And it has the like Grishaverse thing there. I do really like the dust jackets. Like this one's like a matte finish type of thing, and it's so pretty. But then it also has a cool design on the oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. Okay, we have made it through all the books that I haven't read yet for the summer that I'm planning on. I don't know if anybody's watching this, but I kind of just made it for fun. And if anybody is watching this, thank you if you stuck around this far. Maybe I'll make another book video, maybe I won't, who knows. But if anybody watches this, maybe I will. So I hope you all have an amazing summer of reading. That's all I've got to say. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.